it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not saving, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, 15, Lonnie, 15 line. You gotta get the ball, D, get the ball. Hey, box drop. Check. Set. Go out. Switch it, come on, switch it. Yo, go. Hey, Mike 52. Hey, wahoo. Rock spike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming for you. Hey, Charlie. Mike spoke both. Hey, pick it up.
Operating from the gun, Knight. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On the set. 46-6. Pull it high. Just like that. Check. Crunch. Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Recon, 132 fighter. Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. The end result, 21 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
61, match box, right. Check 24, check 24, check 3, check 3. Check. Showing it. 5.
They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Weapon.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming up for the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. First down, a run with Smallwood, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Knight. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They run. Smallwood. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami 1st.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
They run again on 1st down with Smallwood. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second and 5. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Hey, orbit. Spike.
From the gun, Knight. Flushed out right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Willie Snead. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Go. Ready?
On 2nd and a couple. Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vince Beagle able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Ready. 52. Your track. Greystone travel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Off play action, it's Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A run with Smallwood. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's Smallwood. He's got it on the draw. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Looking to throw. Knight. This one complete to Smallwood. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
61, matchbox light. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Knight. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to number 86. A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Smallwood. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight, and this is caught. It's Parker. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Knight. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Willie Snead. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, we own now. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 22 yards there, a first down. Off-play action, Knight. Snead's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Smallwood. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Ready.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Smallwood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Knight. A dump off to Smallwood. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
15 line. 15 line. Smooth. Now.
From the gun on 3rd down. Knight. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
218, chop.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to let this one go deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. Parker, the intended target. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, A lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now the second down throw on target. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go.
On third down, Knight. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On second and 10, it's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the pass.
Back to throw. Knight. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Push him back.
Minshew sets to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking long for Westbrook. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Set 50, plant. 44. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Hit it.
Off the play fake. Knight. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Hey, Orbit. 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Off play action. Knight. He uncorks it for Snead. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Yes. Hey, Delta. Right there in the middle. Let's go.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
All day, every day, any day.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Yep.
On 4th down, Minshew Forced out to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Minshew, 1st and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What do you get?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Looking to throw. Knight. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Check the backer, check the backer. Joker, 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 Joker. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hit it.
They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They give to Smallwood, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, Sam off.
Here's 2nd and 8. He uncorks it for Snead. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Alpha. 61, matchbox lights. Go. Get it.
Minshew throwing on third down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
55, Mark, 55.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full out.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Second and 13. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with 6 seconds remaining. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense.